Europe will be £80 billion worse off if no post-Brexit trade deal is agreed, according to a leading entrepreneur. Phones 4U founder John Codwell believes Angela Merkel's Germany could be one of the worst hit countries by a no-deal Brexit. The entrepreneur told BBC Newsnight the EU is playing brinkmanship and seems to fear Britain having free trade arrangements. The billionaire businessman spoke to Emily Maitlis during a crucial week for Brexit. The Prime Minister will meet with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen on Wednesday in an attempt to secure a deal. Michel Barnier has told a meeting of the bloc's ministers that he believed a no-deal scenario is now more likely. Mr. Johnson has described the current situation as very tricky, but hopes the power of sweet reason can get this thing over the line. Mr. Codwell said, "I didn't envisage us going this far because every indication should have been that Brussels would have been delighted to do a deal with us. Let's look at the facts. The facts are that they gain £80 billion worth of trade surplus from us. They gain a big Brexit payout from us and access to our markets. If we don't do a deal, if the Europeans don't do a deal, they'll be £80 billion worse off potentially. That will sit mainly on the doorstep of the Italians, the French and the Germans. Especially the Germans." He added, "All they are doing is playing brinkmanship and taking advantage, and I don't know why, but they seem to fear Britain having free trade arrangements." Mr. Codwell said, "It has never been more vital that we get these free trade arrangements, because Britain needs to invest in its economy post-pandemic." He said, "We need to fight tooth and nail to bring businesses into the UK, we need to set up enterprise zones, we need to attract inward investment and really drive the growth of our GDP and businesses onto our shores." Ahead of Mr. Johnson's crunch meeting, Lord Ashcroft, former deputy chairman of the Conservative Party, sent him a tweet. He wrote, "At dinner Wednesday in Brussels at Boris Johnson, grip your marbles tight, pour lead in your pencil, don't go wobbly and don't cross your stated red lines, good fortune." Ireland's Prime Minister Michael Martin has said EU leaders would have to start discussing a no-deal outcome if an agreement is not reached in the next day or two.